What's up, Cam? What's up? What's up? How you doing? Hope all's well with you. We're gonna be starting in a little bit. We got some boxing to cover. I missed y'all, man. I'm sorry about the earlier live. It got cut off. I was just playing with too many buttons on my computer, and it just so happened to happen that way. But shout out to the beautiful Miss Cam, always holding the set. Uh, always giving y'all therapeutic delivery. Don't nobody give it to you like Cam. Cam will be like, "I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you." She always say that's the one thing I love about Cam. She listens. So I'm hearing. You. Say, oh shit, my bad. I'm hearing myself in the background. I'm trying to look at the chat, set everything up. I gotta reshare the live uh, because I hit the exit button by accident. Yeah, always, Cam. Always. It's always love, Cam. Always love. But anyway, we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot of ground to cover. We got a lot of ground to cover. Yes, yes, we definitely got a lot of ground to cover. And I gotta change the title of this. It went to the old title from the last time, and I had it switched, but because I clicked out of the live, it messed up. Yeah, yeah, that's one thing about me. I like to make people laugh. I'm real big on that. I try my hardest to make people laugh. That's definitely a thing of mine. I like making, especially. No, I just like to make people laugh. And Drew, my boy, 100. Where you been at, mud? Alright, so let me, because there was a few things in boxing. Y'all give me like 2 seconds. We could talk about some. First off, matter of fact, before we even get started, first off, hold on. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? First off, salute to all y'all. I love y'all to death, man. Y'all are dope. Y'all are dope. Gotta give y'all credit. Um, Still love my YouTube family. I don't want y'all to think or feel that way like I don't love y'all. Always love y'all. Always love and respect for y'all. Y'all started me out as a kid since I was a scrap. Since I was a scrap. Real talk. You know, been on YouTube. I remember Jake Paul and Logan Paul, Justin Bieber, all these dudes that's in my bracket, and I remember things like that. So it's crazy, and I never thought because of me back then watching it, I never thought that I would be the one actually making content and doing content. But I love it, you know. I actually found a new passion for it, and I didn't realize I had the ability to entertain people but I very much appreciate the opportunity that presented itself for me to do that for y'all. And we gonna have a good. We gonna do this silent and sneaky tonight. You heard? We gonna do this silent and sneaky tonight. What's good, Mud? Tay Tay, what's good, Mud? I love it when my old head say, "What's good, Mud?" What D Man and Tay Tay say, it they be killing me, man. But anyway, tonight's dish is oxtail and carrot cake. We have an oxtail and carrot cake. You know what I'm saying? We ain't having big portions of it. It's just small portions. You know what I mean? You can still eat what you want. You just can't have it as in big portions. Shout out to the full Berserker clan. I don't know where I'd be without y'all. So the other day I went to go do my taxes. I went to go do my taxes. And before we get into the boxing, I went to go do my taxes. And me, the last couple years, y'all, I haven't really been getting anything. Like probably since my mom passed, I haven't really been getting nothing back. Because I when my mom was sick, I claimed her kind of as a dependent and stuff because I was really, you know, holding the set down when it came to my mom's. And yeah, I just that was just the last time I remember getting something from the state and federally back. The last couple years, I've been owing federally, right, and I've been getting back from the state. I've been getting a couple dollars back from the state, nothing crazy. This year, I don't know what I did, what happened with the economy, what the hell is going on, but I got a little something back this year. I said, what the hell did I do different this year than I did the other couple years? I'm thinking about I'm like, what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? I said, how much more I would have got back if I was married? Oh, you know what I mean? And my aunt usually sets that up for me. It was two pluses about this. Hold on, y'all. Stay there. My aunt, she didn't do my taxes. She went on vacation, but she still set it up. I guess she got some young girl working for her or whatever. I didn't know that at first. I thought it was gonna be some older lady, do my taxes as normal. When this girl pulled up, Tay Tay and Cam, I was like, oh my god, what is? I said, what is my aunt doing out here in these streets? Did she set this? Did she set me up? Pray for me, Cam. Might as well start praying for me right now. Raise your hands. Get the blessed oil. Pray for me right now. Beautiful light skinned girl. Beautiful light skinned girl. You know I love my light skinned sister. Y'all be messing me up. Man, I said, what? She did my taxes. I wasn't thirsty. You know what I'm saying? She was doing my taxes. You know what I mean? She did my taxes. After she was done with my taxes and she offered me her card because she got like a little agency or whatever. I was like, all right. She's younger than me too. She's like a couple years younger than me too. So I was a little impressed. And I was like, you got an Instagram? She said, yeah, of course you can have my Instagram. I was like, oh, all right. All right. All right. Thank you, Auntie. Auntie got them taxes done for free and I got a layup. Beautiful. 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 I didn't say that, Tay Tay. I just it was just surprising to me because like I said, when it's normally people that's old enough to be my parents that do my taxes every time. So when that happened, I was like, what? I said, "What is mine doing?" Because my aunt was like, "Yeah, I got this girl that works for me." She didn't go into details. She didn't say anything. I was like, "Okay, you know what I mean?" So she called me in there. I see her. I'm like, "All right, okay, this is what we doing out here, Auntie. We trying to." And then I called my aunt about it, and she just kept laughing. She didn't even say nothing. She was just laughing. I swear she set this up. That's people on my mom's side of the family for you. They always pranksters and like I swear that's my mom's side to a T. They like my brothers and sisters. All of them is like that, man. We tortured each other from the oldest to the youngest, all nine of us. She said, "Don't bring her to the crib." I ain't gonna lie, Tay Tay. She was kind of cute. That look. I ain't gonna bring her here though. I'll never do that again. That went left. Shoot, I should have had therapy that moment. But anyway, what's good, Josie? What's good, Josie in the building? I see my sis Josie in the building. Shout out to Josie. But Cam, stop laughing. Cam is dying. Tay Tay, you embarrassing me in front of Cam. Stop doing that. Stop your mess. Anyway, yeah, Cam. I bought a girl to my crib one time and she didn't want to leave. All right. Yeah, bad mistake. I'll never do it again. All right. It is what it is. But anyway, boxing. Let's talk about some boxing. Yeah, yeah. Let's talk about some boxing. Now, it's a couple things going on in boxing, and we have to talk about these things. So there's rumors that Shakur Stevenson could possibly be facing Dalton Smith in the unification on the undercard of Javante Davis versus Pitbull Cruz too. If Shakur could humble himself to do that, which I don't think he is, because you got to understand him and Tank done said some things to each other that's kind of unforgivable, and that's really like stuff I feel like you can't take that. So just as another male being the alpha. So I don't see them I don't see this being resolved. I feel as though maybe if he is on the undercard, are they trying to do like a old school type of deal where dudes that could possibly fight each other maybe let me see. Oh, trying to raise my chair more. Maybe they end up fighting and things like that. And I don't know. I'm just kind of trying to see where the plot is, where the plan is, where they will possibly be going with this. Act you, the one telling the story. We just listening. Oh, y'all stupid. I didn't know. She said we spill the juicy tea. Yeah, it happened one time. Oh well. Hey, it happened one time, y'all. What y'all want? What y'all want? It happens. It happens to the best of us. And I mean, I don't see Shakur doing that, man. I think that's a lie. I can't see Shakur Stevenson humbling himself that much and just being like, you know what, I'm a, I'm a just humble myself and fight on Tank's undercard. They gonna make the fight next, right after that. Nah, cause I heard after this, the plan is to fight Lamont Roach. He's supposed to go on a rematch tour. He's going on a rematch tour. Do I like it? Nah. I would have rather seen Shakur against Ryan. Um, I would have rather seen Shakur against Devin Haney. Rematch clause or not, I'm gonna keep it tall with y'all. I don't care. I just want to see it. I would have loved to have seen those type of fights. But there's another rumored fight. I don't know how true this is, but the WBC is supposedly trying to put on Ryan Garcia versus Brian Norman Jr. They trying to set it for Saturday, July the 18th. What y'all think about that? That's that I don't know. That's a 50-50 fight to me, man. Cause I can see Brian Norman getting it right, and then I could actually see a focused Ryan Garcia, even though I can't stand his ass, and I want Brian Norman to win, and I believe I'm gonna pick Brian, depending on how they look. You know what? I ain't gonna say that because I'll mess around, see something in training camp, and I'll be like, so I'm not even gonna lie and say that. I'm not gonna say. Hold on, let me go back in the chat because I'm going back. Yeah, so me personally, I like the idea of Brian Brian Norman Jr. and Ryan Garcia. That's not a bad fight, actually. I never even actually thought of that fight. I never even thought of that fight. Like, so whoever the matchmaker is for that fight, that's a very interesting fight to me. It really touches my mental. It's like, okay, I could see it playing out one way, and then I can see it playing out another, and then you know, that's an interesting one to me right there. That's an interesting. I also like I also really like there's another fight. Hold on. I got it in my notes. I'm sorry, y'all. There's another one that's going to be supposed to. Oh, and then you know who Keyshawn Davis fighting, y'all. Who is Keyshawn Davis fighting? Okay, I think that's all the rumor fights. Oscar De La Hoya. Let's talk about Virgil. I dedicate this to my Dallas cousins. Oscar De La Hoya makes a statement. He is no longer working with Virgil Ortiz or his manager. There's no way I will work with Virgil. Hold on. And I quote, there's no way I will work with him. Virgil, he means. Again, said Rock, trying to line his pockets, and Virgil is disrespectful and question his loyalty. I doubt the boots fights happening anytime soon. I'm on the boat where I don't think this is a super fight where Ortiz can request 7 million. Why he can't request 7 million? Because after he lose this, the blueprint is gonna be out. He might as well cash out. Give him what he want. Y'all got it. I don't even mess with Virgil like that. But give him what he want. It's crazy, man. He can't get that. He can't get that money, but at the same time, rumor has it that Virgil Ortiz. See, this is all right. So this is my thing with Virgil, y'all. This is why I had to put him in the electric chair. Because he kept playing these games. You constantly playing these games, bro. And you know who we want to see you fight. Okay, we let you get away with fighting Erickson Lubin because Erickson Lubin looked it decent in his last outing. He didn't look spectacular, but he beat the guy and stopped. So we thought that was going to be a lucrative fight, but I knew this is exactly why I picked Virgil by stoppage. I knew that Erickson Lubin, even though he's young, he's damaged goods. Well, he ain't young, and not even in boxing years, because he been through some wars. Charlo, well, not that Charlo wasn't even really a war. And Fundora really did the damage. I feel like Fundora don't play that shit. Hen Dog was good. Was good, Hen Dog. Was good, Mud. And I just felt like Virgil would win. That's why I picked Virgil. And then when the situation took place and we witnessed what happened, and he even dropped him. I gotta give it to Erickson Lubin. He's a very gallant guy. Very gallant, very brave, in other words. And but ultimately his face, he started having like a big contusion on his head, and then his face was swell. He looked like that old movie that y'all grew up on, The Elephant Man. That's what he started to look like. It really started to get darker and darker and darker when the later rounds happened. And then, of course, his corner stopped the fight, and you know, Sebastian Fundora won. So I knew after that fight he was done. So that's why I picked in that fight. So, you know, that's my thing right there. Let me switch over to tonight. Um I didn't even get to watch it. Maybe we should watch it together, actually. Nah, actually, nah, I can't even do that on here. I keep forgetting I'm on YouTube. Sorry, y'all. I was getting ready to act like I was on Kick and act like I was getting ready to pull something up and watch something, but nah, that definitely wasn't happening. Hold on, y'all. Yes, sir. So yeah, like I was saying, it's really Gunslinger Act 2. Like I was saying, um, as far as the fight tomorrow, I feel like I actually care about this fight. I ain't gonna do that to my primo. Shout out to Adamas, man. Shout out to Adamas. Shout out to Adamas. Oh shit. My bro Humbalaya in the building. What's good, Mud? So I got Carlos Adamas. Appreciate you coming through, bro. Always love. I got Carlos Adamas stopping Ammo in the eighth round. Now, shout out to my Texas, my Houston cousin slash uh Milwaukee cousin. But I don't think I don't think he got enough to beat Adamas. I feel like that Hamza Shiraz fight, it took a lot out of him. He has looked good since then. I'm not gonna lie, but I just don't believe that he could come back and just beat a dude like Adamas like that. If he beats Adamas and proves me wrong, I give him credit. I keep it tall with y'all. I give him all the credit in the world. I give him all the credit in the world. I'm not gonna take nothing from him. He got it. But I don't know. I just don't feel like I, I'm sorry, y'all. I just don't feel like he could do it. I don't feel like he could do it. I don't think he got it in him. I don't think he could do it. So I got Carlos Adames stopping Emma Williams in the eighth round. Now, this let's talk about top rank signing. Thank God. Top rank signing with Dezan. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Thank you. I promise you, since they did that little bullshit deal with Tubi, I have not been over there. On word of bro, I haven't been over there. Wallahi, I have not been over there. I haven't watched one single top rank event since they've been top ranked Tubi. I refuse to go over to Tubi and buy more apps. I already got a million apps as it is. No, I wasn't doing it. Even though Tubi do got some stuff I want, Paramount Plus got some stuff I want to watch too. But I ain't getting that neither. Not doing it. Sorry. Not doing it. Sorry. Appreciate y'all though. Hold on, y'all. Give me 2 seconds. Damn, why somebody always want to come or call me when I'm doing the live? We back. We back, y'all. We back. Yes, sir. So now we got another fight that's rumored to happen, and I believe it could happen. Rolly versus Devin Haney, either at Madison Square Garden or Las Vegas. Yo, New York one of the boxing capitals of the world, bro? It's like it been so many events. Like it's like we the only ones that buy tickets, bro. Don't ever talk about New York again in y'all lives. None of y'all boxers. Word of bro. Don't ever talk about New York again. Cause I gotta keep it real. It's like back after back after back. It's crazy. Alicia Baumgartner. And then if they do this, but they say it's either there or Las Vegas. But that'd be crazy. If it's in New York, I'm definitely gonna go. I'm gonna go to that one. Rolly and Dev. I never got to see Dev fight. I got to see Tank fight. I watched Tank win his first world title. I never got to see Dev fight. So that would be cool. And Rolly's my dog. I like Rolly. You know what I mean? That's primo right there. So definitely. And they got a background story. See, that's my thing too. I treat boxing just like battle rap. I like background stories to people. I don't like it when people is too friendly. You know what I mean? Before they get ready to fight. I don't like that. I ain't gonna lie because it feel fake. When people really don't like each other, you know what I mean? It tends to feel more real that way. I know I sound negative and stuff like that. Yes, Cam, pray for me again. I'm the God of war though. What you want from me? I know y'all don't want me to lie. Hey, that's what it gotta be. That sell more tickets. Or you rather them being so buddy buddy like Tyson and Jake Paul was, and everybody is always saying it's fake. That's all I'm saying. That's the only reason. If it wasn't for that reason right there, people always thinking everything in boxing is fake. I'm not saying it never is, but at the end of the day, I just feel like you got to be able to separate the wheat from the chaff when it comes to stuff like that. You got to be able to see through stuff like that. So, definitely like that fight. I think actually, to be honest with you, I actually like Rolly and Devin fighting first, because if we get Rolly and Devin fighting first, and Ryan, he could fight Brian Norman or whatever. Then if Devin gets that fight and it comes back full circle, it'll be even bigger. And I think Devin can ask and demand for more. So I actually wouldn't even advise Devin to fight Ryan right away. Nah, really try to make the Rolly fight and let, if the whatever the rumor is, allegedly, go over there and fight. Brian Norman could go over there and fight Ryan Garcia, and then after that, the winner takes all in a three belt unification. I like that better because now Ryan got something to lose. He didn't have nothing to lose before. Devin was putting everything up on the line. You heard? So now Ryan actually has something to lose. So we got to look at things like that, and we got to pay attention to that now. So now he's not, he can't really drug cheat, because the WBC, you got to definitely VADA test when you got the belt. I don't know what the dosages is and stuff like that, but he's not gonna be able to get away with stuff like he was when he wasn't a champion. Now he gotta follow protocol a little bit more to a T. But I do think that he should be signed up in some type of VADA. Uh, I don't the top 15 dudes got to test for VADA. It's just the top 15 dudes. It ain't the champions. I don't know. Educate me. I don't know that part. I don't know the little details. So is it just the top 15 dudes that got a test to compete for the belt? Because it used to be top 10. Then they changed it to top 15 in the WBC. So the top 15 dudes, let me know. That's all I'm asking. I just want to know. Is that how it works, or does the champion have to? Because I thought the champion have to, but I don't know. It might be changed because they're constantly changing stuff in their rule books. But anyway, I just really like that fight. I like the idea of that fight. Uh, I actually think that it would be bigger if they did it in Vegas, only because of Devin and uh Rolly's affiliate. Rolly's front born and raised in Vegas, and Devin lived in Vegas for a large majority of his life. So yeah. And that's crazy now because Bill live in New York now. I might run into Bill one day. I might run into Bill one day. So now we got another rumored fight. Well, I don't know if it's rumored. So Maul Charlo pulled out of the fight with Armando Resendez, the dude that beat Caleb Plant Charlo, I gotta keep it real with you, bro. I gotta keep it real with you. They telling me to put a case on you, bro. They telling me to do. I'm not even. I'm keeping it real with you, bro. Don't be mad at me. They telling me to put a case on you. They telling me to put a case on you, big bro. And I'm trying not to because I'm like, he's suffering from mental health. Y'all don't know. They like act F that. Every boxer is suffering from mental health. I'm like, you right, in different ways. So I gotta do this to him. It was like, yo, bro, we can't save him no more. Every time we get our hopes up with him, he always shatter our dreams. I'm like, damn, y'all right. It's like a kid at Christmas kept hinting to his parents that I want the PS5. I want the PS5. And because the Xbox is a little bit cheaper, parents got him the Xbox. He opened up the gift, which he thinking to be a PlayStation, only for it to be an Xbox. And he's devastated. And he stopped cussing his parents out. And his parents jumped. Nasty work. Nasty. It's horrible. Um, that's how I felt with Charlo. Charlo really broke my heart because I'm like, oh, this is a good fight. He could win this fight. He could. In my mind, I'm like, yo, he could win this fight. This is serious. I was like, oh, they put him in line for the WBC, but we don't get it. We don't get to see it. And I think that is horrible and it's terrible, man. Like, what about the fans, bro? I understand mental health comes first, but what about the fans, man? I'm sorry, Charlo. I gotta bang the gavel on you. And we gonna be pulling up more evidence. You gotta really make this up to us. I'm gonna send my marshals out for you. And when my marshals come back with the paperwork and we got a a big enough case and the DA come to me and all of that, I'm gonna sign off on them papers for you, bro. I'm gonna put you out of your misery, but I know y'all saying, "Hey, why you being so cutthroat?" I don't care. We gave him a million chances. How many more chances? I ain't like Cam. I can't keep listening to the same problems and I don't know. I'm a dude. Shout out to Cam. That's why I love you. I can't do that for y'all. What I can do for you is bang the gavel though and go upside your head with it. Gotta bang the gavel on you, Charlie. Simple as that. And again, I just want to see you fight, bro. If this gonna keep being like this, where you keep pump faking us, then just retire, mud. Please. Put yourself out of your misery and just retire. Straight up. Stop wasting our time. So anyway, in that being said, with that being said, the replacement opponent for Charlo ended up being uh Jaime Munguia. Jaime Munguia is said to replace. He is said to replace Jamal Charlo. in the Armando Resendez fight. Now it's still an interesting, lucrative fight. It's a Mexican brawl. Will I go out of my way to see it? Only because I gotta see where that belt falls. Because 168 is a good division. So we definitely gotta pay attention to see where that belt falls. We gonna definitely pay attention to see where that Infinity Stone goes. So yeah, my bad. I feel like I got this way more boxing news. I don't. Hold on. Okay. Y'all seen what happened with Ryan Garcia's cousin and Sean in their rematch? Sean came back and beat him. Oh yeah, this is the latest. Alicia Baumgartner, my baby. She's so beautiful and she's so wise. She wants Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano, even though she got love and respect for them. And everybody's saying that she's ducking Caroline Dubois. Let me tell y'all something. I know y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Don't be talking about my baby mama like that. I'm not gonna let y'all talk about her like that. Y'all need therapy. Let let her do it. Those is bigger fights. Caroline, even though I like Caroline, I love you, girl. But you gotta work your way up. You gotta start selling records. That's all we saying, Mud. You just gotta sell a little bit of records. You ain't selling records yet. Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor is selling records. There's a difference. We still love you, girl. Unify over here. Beat the shit out of Terry Harper. Cause I know that's what you gonna do. I know that's exactly what you gonna do. You're gonna beat the shit out of Terry Harper. And you gonna be unified. Get one more belt though, babe. You know what? Do that for me and my babe. Get one more belt, Caroline. You get one more belt. You know what I'm gonna say to my babe? I'm gonna be like, babe, if she get one more belt, you know we gotta fight her, right? At least you're gonna be like, yeah, I ain't worried about that bitch. I'm gonna be like, girl, you kiss your mother with that mouth? That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. Tay Tay diet. I know Tay Tay diet. For real. Tay Tay saying no now. Why she gotta fight her when you want her to fight her? Tay Tay? No. No. We need Amanda Serrano or Katie Taylor. We don't need Caroline Dubois in our life right now, man. We don't need that right now. Why will we ever need that? She said they on their way out the door. Katie about to retire. Alright, so what about Amanda Serrano? Amanda Serrano's still in it to win it. What's the problem? Huh? Huh, sis? Amanda Serrano's still in it to win it. Huh? I gotta mess with Tay Tay. I gotta mess with Tay Tay. Tay Tay. Tay Tay want my boo to lose. I'm so mad. I'm so disappointed in Tay Tay. Tay Tay breaking my heart. She want my boo to lose. Yeah, I said it. She want my boo to lose. She said, "Your wife is a fighter. That's the way she's made. That's what you married at." They stupid. She pulled the Rocky Four out. I'll be listening to the Rocky Four music when I'm at the gym. Solid darkness creeps into your soul. That's my shit. Burning with determination, even up the score. Hearts on fire. Man, y'all, man, you gotta. That's a song that you gotta listen to if you're working out in the gym. If not, go upside your head with it. Go upside your head with it. If not, you have to. You almost gotta listen to that song working out. That Rocky Four music. When you doing them abs and you think you can't go no more, and you hearts on fire. Gotta word up, word up. For real, for real. That joint will motivate you. It'll yo. You would think on my mom, you would think you got that Green Lantern ring in real life, like that joint. Out of everybody in the world, that ring flew on and chose you, and you just summon that willpower out of nowhere. That's how you'll feel. Be like, oh, it's on fire. You matter of fact, that's my favorite scene. Remember when Rocky is he chopping the wood and then he lift Paulie, his wife, and Duke up. It's my dude, bro. Y'all talking about real talk, real talk. That's a great scene right there. And then Drago was taking the needle, but Tay Drago was taking the needle though. Drago had that needle in him. But oh man, I can't wait for next week. Next week I'ma really be. She said, I know he was on pads. He was doing a Ryan Garcia. Word up. Um, one of the fights that I'm looking forward to is next week. We were supposed to get this fight early. Excuse me. We were supposed to get Keith Thurman versus Sebastian Fundora. I got Fun. I don't know what round. I'll give you out a round next week. But I got Fundora stopping him already. I'm just keeping it real. I don't believe in Keith Thurman, man. If Keith Thurman win this, I gotta put more respect on Keith Thurman name. And then he can call out Earl Spence. If he win this, he can call out Earl Spence. He has the right. Because I don't think he could do it. I don't care what y'all talking about. I don't think he could do it. I think it's gonna be You see, like my picture up there, the Wild Wild West version of Achaveli. I think it's gonna be on some joint like that. You know, you remember back in the day, y'all be watching them Clint Eastwood and y'all, some of y'all older than me, them John Wayne joints, and you walking they back to each other. You walking 6 paces forward, 6 paces. Nah, we gonna act like we doing that. You gonna turn around and then you know what I mean. You gonna see a switch. So that's what that is. That's how I feel like that is with Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman think it's gonna be one way when it's going to be another. I'm speaking metaphorically. I don't actually mean that. I'm speaking metaphorically. When I use certain terms, I use a lot of metaphors to you basically reflect what I'm saying. So that's how I kind of feel about that. I feel like it's some old western where Keith Thurman think that they 6 paces forward, 6 paces back, and all of that. And meanwhile, Fondora's turned around and he got the switch on you right when you turn around already. So that's just how I feel. I feel Fondora got Keith Thurman's number. I don't think Keith Thurman gonna be able to do anything. Anything. Tay said, I don't believe X ponytail. Yeah, he ain't. So another thing I want to talk about. I want to talk about Gina Carano versus Ronda Rousey. Oh man, I'm so scared for Gina Carano. I'm so scared for her. So scared, y'all. What y'all want me to say? I'm very scared. I don't know if that. I don't know in my heart if she can make it. I don't know. I want her to win, and I just I don't know why. I just feel like nah. I got Ronda Rousey. I got Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey look bad now. She look old. Why Gina Carano older and she look younger? Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy. Like Gina Carano got her by a couple years and she looked younger. That's crazy. That's what see what Hollywood do. See what Hollywood could do. She took the Hollywood route. I remember my girl Gina Carano was on The Mandalorian. I was so mad you left, girl. I was so mad Disney fired you. You didn't deserve that. You did great on that show, The Mandalorian, with little with Baby Yoda, with little Grogu. You did a great job, girl. And then they kicked you off, and then they hired another girl. I'm banging the gavel on this. She wouldn't. She wouldn't. You know why I say that? Because she wouldn't have to be fighting right now. She like 43, 42 years old. Come on, man. Got Gina Carano coming back and pursuing all of a sudden an MMA dream. And after she lost to Cyborg, I believe, right, Tay Tay, all of a sudden she want to come back. The money was too crazy. I already know what time it is. The money was too crazy, y'all. She didn't have no acting gigs going at the time, and she's like, you know what? Yeah, like I said, yeah. So, like I said, Cyborg, and she coming back. That's crazy, man. I don't like that, man. I don't know. I feel like she gonna lose. I feel like the MMA gods ain't gonna let her rock. I feel like the MMA gods ain't gonna let her rock. I feel like they gonna make her lose because I feel like her heart ain't in it. If she beats her, look, I will definitely eat my words. I'll admit I'm wrong and everything. But I just don't believe it. I feel like it's more still in Ronda Rousey than it is in Gina. So Gina's only loss was to Cyborg. Okay. Shout out to Tay Tay. Shout out to Tay Tay.
Dom the Monko. Dom the Monko.
But yeah, man. But the same way they trying to get at my baby, Alicia Bumgarner, we need to be getting at Clarissa Shields too. Clarissa Shields ain't fighting Angel Reese. Clarissa Shields ain't fighting Angel Reese. I mean, I said Angel Reese. Shadeja Green. She ain't fighting Shadeja Green. Sorry, Angel Reese. Sorry, sweetheart. I was watching Christian Rock train with Calvin Ford. That's why I got confused because I'm thinking of all these Baltimore people. Sorry, sorry about that. And we want to see Clarissa Shields fight Shadeja Green. That that's what I want to see. Is there something wrong with that? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And then we got Floyd fighting Tyson and this other dude, and then Pacquiao. It's crazy. It's definitely crazy. Okay, so I think that's all it for boxing. Uh, we hit the hour mark. We actually an hour over. Uh, I just want to talk to y'all about one thing, and we gonna get at we gonna definitely get at it. So the last thing I want to talk about is not boxing related. So Remy Ma was good. Abel Mahari was good. Mud Remy Ma is how you know I'm gonna end it if I go on the big camera. Remy Ma got a cease and desist from Rick Ross, who was once her friend. So the situation is this, y'all, and I want to know how y'all feel about this. The situation is this: Remy Ma launched her own network, the Remy Network. Y'all download the app and support Rem if y'all from New York, if y'all want to. Actually, nah, don't support Rem. I'm being too nice to Rem. Rem, fix that joint with Pat, and Remy basically got a movie coming out on the Rim Network. I don't know if y'all know about Rick Ross. Not Rick Ross, but his life. Because you remember how Rick Ross was a CEO, he was a correction officer. She got a person that was a corrections officer that becomes a big rapper and called it the biggest boss. So that's where Rick Ross got the lawsuit at, because she called it the biggest boss. And I think Rick Ross has that LLC. So what do y'all think about that? Do you think Rick Ross should have made a big deal about that? Um, I thought that was actually genius of Remy. I'm not even gonna get at Remy. I thought that was genius. If we had the LDBC network, I would have did a movie like that. It's genius. I was gonna watch it. He said, I see you still ducking the smoke with me, but we'll talk later. Abel, Abel, to my dear friend Fable, to my dear friend Fable, Fable, get your basketball team, Abel. Get your basketball team. I get my basketball team. And we see who the best player is then. I know my team is going to win. Anybody could play one on one, Abel, and already bust your ass one on one. I want to see you in a team game, full court. I want to see if you really a basketball player and not make believe. Cause you acting like some shit that came out of Disney, Negro. I'm gonna put you in the blender. That's all that's gonna happen. Me and my team gonna put you in the blender. That's all that's gonna happen. Cross you up, I'm gonna turn you to a chopped cheese. You ever had a chopped cheese before, Abel? It's some New York stuff you ain't gonna know about that. No, 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 no. Abel, Abel, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Stop. Look, Abel, let me tell you something. I, one, it don't matter how old I am, I'm from New York. Two, I also am from the battle rap world. This is where this story started out. So I know more than all of y'all in the boxing community. I'm not trying to do y'all like that, but I'm because this story and all the information is really through the battle rap community first. Plus, I got the boxing side because of Clarissa. I know a little bit more than everybody when it comes to this. I'm just keeping it tall with y'all. Y'all didn't even know who Easy the Block Captain was. I been knew who Easy the Block Captain was. Y'all didn't know who he was. And he lives in New York now. How do I know that? So when you say Remy needs to grant the divorce, right? This is all I'm saying, Abel, and I'm not trying to get at you because that's not your fault. Papoose, Papoose didn't sign the divorce papers at first, and we got the receipts. So don't get at Remy because she don't want to sign the divorce papers now, and Papoose is going over there and cracking whenever he wants. See, you don't know this stuff. Now we gotta get grown. Now we gotta get grown. Now we gotta get grown. And you know what I mean by cracking, Abel. Use your senses and do it together. Because during Christmas, you don't remember Clarissa Shields complaining about where Pap was and Pap was over there with his daughter and his family. And then we seen a video of Pat being in the same fur fur mink coat spot that Remy was in, and Remy was flaunting off the coat, looking good in it. This is what I be meaning. Y'all don't be knowing everything. This is New York business. Y'all don't be knowing everything. Y'all be wanting to take sides without keeping up and following with the story. Papoose didn't sign the divorce papers at first. Remy said it like, sign the papers, Pat. Go find the videos. So don't get at Remy because she don't want to sign them now. Because she's trying to teach Clarissa a lesson, obviously. Never mess with a married man. Because now Remy's not even messing with Easy the Block Captain no more. It came out that Remy broke up with Easy the Block Captain. One down, one to go. Papoose and Clarissa. Sorry to my Pisces brother and sister. To Papoose and Clarissa. Because they both are Pisces. Mars Pisces like me. I don't want to do it to them, but I gotta fry everybody. Because what y'all really doing, and y'all gotta understand this, because y'all don't know the stories, y'all are hurting the kids. Remy got a son. Y'all did y'all know Remy got a son? Not just the golden child that her and Pat, just like Pat got an older daughter that does Clarissa's makeup and dresses her. That's why Clarissa could dress now. Because a New York chick had to put that drip on her. Had to put that aura on her. Papoose oldest daughter does that. Remember, Pap and Remy got one daughter together. Remy got an older son. Remy's son is locked up for murder. You know, and I blame it on Remy and Pap and Clarissa and Easy. You gonna say act? Why do you say that? Because he got locked up from the murder when all of this scandalous stuff came out. Did y'all know that? How do I know that? I'm from New York. Of course I know that. All y'all hurting is the kids, bro. That's why Remy and Pat need to get back together. All y'all hurting is the kids, bro. The kids is bigger than y'all being mad at each other and bidding with each other. Bigger than the fans saying, "Oh, I'm taking Remy's side. No, I'm taking Pap's side. Oh, this person cheated first. Oh, that person cheated first." It don't matter. You hurting the kids, bro. And I'm glad that I got sense enough to see that, and I don't even have kids. Not a single one yet. Not no little princess or champ walking around at all. But I got sense enough to see if I did something like that, it's gonna hurt the daughter. Remember when that first happened and Remy ran away with Easy to Mexico and Remy left the baby on Pat? And she was crying for her mom for like a week because Papoose just knocked out Easy the Block Captain. Y'all didn't know that. This is again, because y'all not from the battle rap world. I am. And he knocked Easy out because my Harlem sister, Miss Hustle, told him that Easy was at the event. Bro, everybody is wrong. Pap was wrong for that. Pap, he don't know who he was with. Pap could have got murked that night. He could have got unalive for real in GTA. He don't know. But Pap loved his wife. They've been together for 20 years. Stuff don't just die that quick. So that's why when people that's old enough to be my parents or my older brother and sisters be taking side of, I like the people that look at both of them as being wrong. That's really being mature. Like, nah, all y'all doing is hurting. Look, Remy Ma's oldest kid is locked up for a murder because of this shit. I don't care what nobody says. Even though you're saying like, yeah, it's not directly involved with that act. But bro, he caught that murder. He knew Papoose raised him. What are you talking about? You don't think he felt the way seeing his mom with Easy the Block Captain? Stop taking sides, man. Be mature. Act like y'all older than me, cause I'm even being mature about it. They both was wrong, bro. And I can't really get at Easy and Clarissa because they the like mistress and all of that shit. They behind the scenes. I gotta get at Remy and Pap on this. Cause when it came to black love, y'all was to me like the ideal people, like the ideal old heads. Like I grew up off of them. So then when I seen everything falling apart, and I still feel like y'all are working together because I heard Remy broke up, and this is coming from somebody that was Easy's friend. Y'all could check the receipts that he said something about Pat and Clarissa that he couldn't come back from. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, follow the story when y'all make comments, bro. Cause I love you, Abe, but Remy definitely sent them divorce papers first, and I'm not taking up for Remy. I'm just being fair. And Pap didn't sign them, and she even said it in her live. Sign the papers, Pap, and he didn't sign them at first. So now that Pat Poose is showering her with gifts and stuff now, and she don't want to sign them now, and she recently made a video and said my husband said I look pretty today, but your anger blocks your beauty. You know Remy's a Gemini. And this was literally, yo, bro. We look. I'm a Batman fan, so I follow evidence. I'm just like my big bro BFTB. Shout out to BFTB. I follow the notes and evidence. I could have really got all of the evidence and stuff for y'all. It's all there. Everything that I told y'all is all there. It's all there. I promise y'all. It's all there. All everything that I said, just type in. You'll see it. Because I wouldn't even be saying this. And again, I hear stuff from people that's connected with people. It's just not a good look. When y'all claim to be Christians and stuff like that, and then you in an adulterous affair, you know it's divinely forbidden. When it come to that side, y'all know I grew up on that side because of my mom. My mom was like one of the biggest Christian ladies. And that's why I look at Clarissa crazy, mad hypocritical. You say you believe in God, but you want to have a baby with a married man. Man, I would have West Side punched my daughter. I'm lying. Like, yo, what is you on? A married man? Come on, man. And they not getting a no divorce. It been 3 years. It's going on 3 years. All right, y'all. If y'all say so, y'all got it. Y'all older than me. Y'all know more than me. Y'all know more than me. I'll give it to y'all. Y'all know what's going on. So Pap ain't going over there, and now and then one more thing. When they went on the Breakfast Club, maybe about a month or two ago, Clarissa tries to bring up, or no, they bring up Remy, and then Clarissa tries to say something, and Pap said we not gonna have no Remy slander. He looked at Clarissa crazy. Now all of a sudden they not talking bad about each other, but y'all don't want to see the signs. But anyway, shout out to all parties involved. At the end of the day, I still love them all. They still black people. I know we've been moving very ignorant in New York as of lately. This is not towards Clarissa or Easy. This is to my New York people in general. Because we're always supposed to stick together no matter what, even if we don't agree. Like I could be mad at somebody from New York, and we could have gotten into an argument, and they dangling off a cliff. I'm gonna save them. I'm gonna go hard, extra hard, because I'm the governor. That's my job. So, you know, that's just the type of person I am. I feel like we ain't been standing on business when it came to that lately. I've been seeing good things here and there, but we need to do more, no matter what. Even if we don't agree with the person, we gotta stick together, and that goes for Remy and Pat. I love like I really like them, but this whole debacle, it made me lose a lot of. This is somebody that grew up off of it. I lost a lot of respect for Remy and Pat, not just one side over the other. I lost a lot of respect for both of them because this was very messy, and they lost a lot of fans because of this. Now Pat and Clarissa's gonna be on the Zeus network. What content you gonna give us? Because when I was in school watching you on Love and Hip Hop, Pat, you used to be the big brother giving everybody else advice. Remy was really the show. So is Clarissa gonna bring her family? Because if you and Clarissa together, it's gonna be boring. That's gonna be mad boring. I'm just keeping it tall. If Clarissa don't bring her sister and her cousin on the show, it's gonna be a boring show. I'm just keeping it tall. They might as well not even waste their time. I'm just keeping it real. And I don't even mess with this. I don't watch baddies. I don't watch the Zeus Network. None of the girls I mess with watch it. They be watching TLC, but they don't watch that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, good luck, man. I'm just wishing everybody luck, and I hope they being safe, because this is just a whole messy entanglement. Shout out to y'all. Um, shout out to um the LDBC. Shout out to the Full Berserker Clan and the Lady Berserkers. Love y'all to death, man. Sorry that I haven't been consistently going on YouTube. I gotta definitely go over to Kick and tell them to come over here and run the numbers up. And outside of that, man, we'll be back, and miss y'all, and I love y'all.